Hi, I'm Natalie from High Left Off Road, where you dream it and we build it. And I'll be your host tonight on this episode of Chic Chat. Chic Chat is a place where we celebrate the perfect fusion of style and adventure. Jeeps have long been synonymous with ruggedness, freedom, and the spirit of adventure. And who says women can't embrace all that and more? Well, guys, on today's episode, I have the pleasure of chatting with my friend, Keri Porter. So excited. Hi, Keri. Welcome to the show.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
And just so you guys know, Keri resides along the Michigan-Ohio border, where she grew up and married her high school sweetheart, which, Keri, I did not realize that. Paul, I love you guys even more. And they have 3 adult children and love the grandparenting experience. But together, they have been off-road enthusiasts for over 20 years. And they own Discover 4x4 Adventures, an off-road based adventure company that focuses on education and safety, as well as long weekend guided trips. The Porters have owned over 100 Jeeps. You guys have been amazing for Stellantis, just so you know, and many other vehicles, which also means they have spent a great deal of time wrenching in the garage together. Hi, Keri. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Natalie. I'm excited that we finally get to talk.
I know, right? So what's fun is, for our listeners, so just so you guys know, I have met Keri a couple times, but as we said earlier, we've never really been able to talk, chat, the whole Chic Chat experience, right? Because there's always something going on. I actually just got to wheel with her for the first time, and it was, I did fangirl Keri. I'm just going to be honest. I did. And it's okay, right? It's okay to fangirl over something like that. So
I guess it's okay. I mean, I'm excited that I got to wheel with you, but fangirl is a little weird.
No, it's not. No, it's not. So tell me, Keri, I know you just got off of an epic weekend because you had your women's wheeling weekend. And I know if you guys follow her on social media, which is under Discover 4x4 Adventures, which I know we'll put that up on the screen on how to find you. So if you guys are watching on YouTube, make sure you check it out. You will see where you can see these great photos and videos. But if you could, Miss Keri, please tell us about your women's wheeling weekend that you put on.
Well, our last one was just at SMORR in Missouri. And it starts on Thursday evening. We always start with a dinner, a get to know you kind of dinner on Thursday night. And then we wheel Friday and Saturday. We finish each wheeling day with, again, dinner provided by my hubby and his handy mechanic chef friends. And then we have an awards and raffle Saturday night. And then everybody packs up and goes home on Sunday.
Oh, that's so fun. I love it. The men are in the kitchen this time, Let's put stereotypes on their head. I love it.
Yeah. So when we first started the event, I didn't have Polly with me. It was always it was something that we did with our club, and it was literally just the women. We would go and we would get dinner or cook around the campfire or whatever. And then when we started doing Discover 4x4 Adventures full time, I said, it would really help me if you came. And so Polly just came, and it was the best decision ever.
Yes, absolutely.
It's made the event way better than it was before.
Oh, I love that. So Discover 4x4, that is the baby, right? That was the dream. And now here we are. So when did you actually establish Discover 4x4 Adventure?
So we established our business in 2021. It wasn't like a COVID idea, but my kids were getting to the age where they were moving out of the house, and they didn't really want to spend a whole lot of time with me. And Polly and I had joked about starting our own business previously. And
I feel like that's how the best business plans happen, right? It kind of starts oh, should we do this? I don't know.
Right. Yeah. So we were coming home from the UP, and we're Michigan offers so much as far as outdoor sports go. There's, winter sports, there's fall sports, there's summer sports. And we didn't know of any businesses that actually tied that all together. So we started Googling Michigan adventure companies, and the only thing that came up was beer or wine tours. So you could take a kayak to a couple of, breweries along the river or whatever. But there was never an adventure-based company, at least that we found at the time.
Yeah.
So we kind of joked it would be cool if we did started our own thing where we incorporated, 4-wheel drive and the other outdoorsy things that Michigan has to offer. And, so that was just kind of a kind of maybe a seed that was planted, I think in 2019 is when we first started talking about it. Yeah. And then I started looking for full-time work, and I couldn't really find anything that I wanted to dedicate 40, 50 hours of my life to.
Right. It really is true. Like, you have to really think about that now. It is what it is. It's 80% of our life. Your time is so valuable.
Right. I really wanted something that was in the off-road industry, but in our area, there's not like an overabundance of jobs related to the off-road industry, right? So, unless you're willing to like wrench nonstop, which I'm a fair weather mechanic. I like to be in the garage. I like to do things. I like to learn new things, but I don't like to be uncomfortable, and I don't like when things don't go my way. So, I'm a fair weather mechanic. But anyway, so I interviewed for a couple of positions that didn't work out. And then we just said, hey, let's just see if this is something that could really take off. Yeah.
And I definitely think it has. And I mean, that's how I found you, honestly. I found your women's wheeling weekend. It just came up on social media for me, and I've been following it ever since. And Keri, I'm excited to tell you I'm coming to Windrock in March. I'm so excited.
That makes me super happy. We've talked about it a couple of times, so I'm excited it's going to be in the books for next year.
It is already in the books. I'm just waiting for your tickets to open up, which girls and guys is going to open up soon. But it is a ladies' trip. But this could be a great Christmas gift for your special someone. So I can't plug it enough. I'm so excited. So my Jeep is back, as you know. I was down all last year. That's why I missed it.
Yes.
So here we are. We're finally back. I mean, I got to wheel it, 3 times, and now it's back in the garage. But that's okay. It's put away for winter. But my first trip back out will be with you in March. So here we go.
Well, that's exciting. Do you not do any winter wheeling?
You know Michael Bailey. You've gotten to know him now pretty well. Heck no. He's like, we don't wheel in the winter, Natalie. And I'm like, okay, well, I probably will, but that's okay.
Right.
You don't own this thing, Mike.
Right. It is your Jeep.
It is my Jeep. So I am very much looking forward to this weekend. And guys, just as you guys know, Janet is normally here. I'm so sorry she's not tonight, but she is actually going to try to make the trip as well. So you might have us both.
Oh, that'll be so fun. Yeah, I hope she can make it.
So I know you were just mentioning your last one that you did. It was at SMORR. And she did give me a question for you. So straight from the text, here we are with a question from Janet. She wants to know what your favorite trail at SMORR is, and also what you think is your toughest challenge there for you.
My toughest
So 2 questions, I guess. So what's your favorite trail? And then we'll go into your most challenging thing that you've ever experienced there.
Okay. So my most favorite trail at SMORR is called Rocky Road.
Rocky Road.
For the longest time, I thought it was called One Rock at a Time, but the trail name is Rocky Road.
I like both, honestly.
Yeah. It's a super fun trail. It's very technical. I like technical without like the risk of sudden death. So it's just like a really long boulder garden that goes uphill, and there's I don't want to say it's a canyon, but there's like rock sides along, and it's just really pretty, really technical, but I'm not going to fall to my death if I screw something up. So
isn't that nice?
Yeah. And it's fun to walk everybody through it, or to spot people through it. That's probably my favorite trail.
I love that. So I would say maybe your most challenging is not wanting to plummet to your death, which I totally understand. No, I'm kidding.
Yes. Yeah. I don't like leaning downhill, like driver's side downhill, or being at so steep of an incline that, you could roll backwards. Flapping over is like, that's not scary to me, but rolling down a hill, like 20, 30 rolls, that's not something that sounds like fun to me.
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
Yeah.
Like when we were together at the meet and greet, I had that fear happen again from the flop, but I was going up that one hill and it felt like I was going to go over driver's side, but then keep going backwards, even though, guys, I wasn't even close, but you feel like your tub moving. And I was like, I need someone up here. Someone get up here. Just to tell me you have all 4 wheels on the ground now.
You did great. Like it didn't even seem like you hesitated. So if you did, just know that like at the back, it didn't seem like that.
Well, thank you. You guys gave me a lot of confidence on that adventure day because it was an adventure day. It was.
It was a
Weather
great
can
day.
change a trail ride. You guys actually gave me a phrase. I think Paul said it first, but I know it's something you guys have probably said, but it's about, I wish I could quote it properly, but he said something about that the trail, like the adventure always changes with the trail or something, or the adventure happens with what the trail gives us. I don't know, but it was like, oh my God, please put that on a t-shirt, on a coffee cup. Like
Yeah.
such a great
It's,
phrase because go ahead.
we always say that we may have a plan of what we want for the day, but the trail may have something different.
That
So
was it. Yes. And that was that day, 1000%. Because the day before when I ran it, it was totally different.
of course,
So,
of course.
but it was
Yeah.
absolutely
But you did
incredible.
great.
And
You were a great
thank you.
cheerleader. We were happy to be in your group. Um, it was fun to not be the lead of the group and to just like sit back and eat snacks and,
Honestly,
like
right? I get it.
experience that. I don't really get to experience that a whole lot where I'm just at the back and eating snacks and doing my
Yep.
own thing and whatever. So that was really fun. It was a great day for us.
It was a lot of fun for us. And I was so excited to have one of your guests on the ride, Valerie, in a Nissan Xterra, which I've never guided with one of those before. And neither has Randy, who was on our ride, who's new to High Lift Off Road. And, I'm glad he was there too. And with, just all of us, it was such a team building experience, I think, for everyone. And to watch Valerie overcome some things. And she was such a cool cucumber, like she was great. And the winching we
Yeah.
got to do and doing some different, physics. And it was such a fun experience. It really was.
Yeah. Good. Good. I like Valerie. She's fun. I like her.
Oh my
Her
God, so fun.
Xterra totally fits her perfectly. Like it
Yes.
fits her personality well. I love it.
I feel like all these vehicles are like that because your Jeep is your personality. Like actually seeing it in person finally, I was like, oh yeah, that's the girl. There it is.
Uh,
Guys, this Jeep is absolutely incredible. So can you tell us about your red Jeep? Well, it's red kind of. You have a you have all the wrap on it, but will you tell us
yeah.
about your Jeep a little bit?
Yeah, sure. It is a 2007 JKU. We bought it with a blown engine probably 9 years ago now, something like that.
Yeah.
We bought it when the kids were still at home and they were still not driving. And the idea was that we would create a family vehicle that we could off-road in. Because at the time we were sticking them all in like the rear seat of a TJ. And they were just
Oh,
getting too big for that.
yes.
So yeah, so we bought the JKU with the blown engine, knowing that we were going to LS swap it. That took a little longer than we anticipated. Took us like 3 years to get the parts together.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we did that. We got the engine in it. It ran great, and then we took it on 2 trips, and it kept blowing U joints.
Oh
Um,
no.
yeah, and the axle shaft. So, so then obviously we had to do an axle upgrade. So
Yep.
then we upgraded the axles. The suspension is upgraded. That's getting all redone this winter. We've beat on it quite a bit, and it needs some love. So that's all going to be redone this winter. But yeah, it's an LS swap JKU on Dana axles with 40-inch tires.
Yeah,
I mean,
Dana. Dana
yeah,
Spicer, we're all big fans.
right. I mean, we've beat the crap out of those axles, I don't want to say we're like stupid wheelers, but we do
Right.
like at least 20 trips a year, and
Oh my gosh.
we're wheeling. We're not like, two tracking and parking on rocks and taking
Yeah.
pictures and backing off. We're like hardcore wheeling. And
Yes.
we've definitely like put those axles to the test, and they've held up so well. I'm really happy with that.
Oh,
So,
that's so awesome. Yes, you guys, I mean, I knew you guys did a lot of trips, but to hear the numbers, it's like, oh my gosh. I mean, it's you live and breathe it. It's your life. And it's amazing. I
yeah,
mean, you are living the dream for all of us. So thank you.
yeah. That's what we hear, that we're living everybody's dream life. So I mean,
And
that's
you're like,
exciting to hear,
is
but
it?
it's a lot of work too. Don't
It
let
is.
the social media fool you that we're just sitting around the campfire like all the time.
I feel like
It's
the more I'm getting into this now, because when I first met you in Toledo last year, I had just started, right? That was my first time even doing Four Fest. And honestly, I mean, I'm very new to all this still. So, and then full circle, like coming back to Smoky Mountain this year and doing the show circuit, and like it's hard. It gets I mean, you get tired.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah. Our first week home after we're done traveling for the year was this past week. And we haven't done a whole lot besides sit on the couch and watch some
it's okay.
YouTube and Netflix. I mowed the yard like yesterday and raked some
Oh my
leaves,
gosh.
but
Yeah.
it took us 2 days to get unpacked and to get all the
Right?
laundry
Yeah.
washed and whatever. So like we've been doing some things, but not
Right.
like hitting it hard, like planning next year. And that's
Yep.
coming up in the next couple of days. We'll start working
I
on
didn't
that in the
even think
next.
about you being gone this long, but you have, because for our listeners, I saw Keri back on Halloween. So it was, October 31st. We were at the meet and greet in Slade, Kentucky. We were there for a few days. And then, she started driving to Missouri because that's where her next event was. I drove back to Cincinnati and hopped on a flight to Vegas. And she hopped on a flight to Vegas from Missouri, and then we did SEMA, and then which is an experience all in itself. Talk about being tired. I realized after looking at my tracking of my steps, oh my gosh, I did over 70,000. I was like, what? This is even possible?
That's crazy. You had a much busier SEMA than I did this year, but it
I
was the
felt,
first
oh my gosh,
one.
you poor thing. It was my first one. Yes, it was. So I was really
Yeah.
everywhere,
You were
right?
you were soaking it in. Yeah. You were soaking it in
Yes.
for sure. So that's good though. Yeah. We were on the
Yeah.
road 2 weeks before I saw you. So we have been on the
Oh
road
my gosh, that's
for
great.
almost 5 weeks. So
Wow. Yeah.
yeah, it's crazy.
Long time, but it's all good. It's all good. And another trip you guys do that I'm so fascinated by, like now having the Jeep back, I can't wait to do more things. But you guys do a shore to shore ride. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
We do, yeah. So our Shore to Shore is a Michigan-based two-tracking event. We offer what we call a rustic or a comfort. And the rustic is a camping event. We camp at the Michigan State Forest campgrounds. And then the comfort is at hotels, and we go out to dinner every night and get something to eat.
That's more my
But
speed. I'm
essentially,
not gonna lie.
what's that?
The comfort's more my speed. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, you know
But
what?
I love that you offer both.
I like the comfort. Like when we first started, the rustic was like my favorite, but I really like the comfort
Right.
because you never know what kind of weather you're going to get in Michigan. So, the comfort, I know it's always going to be warm at the end of the day.
Yes, that's true. It's like always like, okay, I'm going to get there. We're almost there. The warm toes, all the things. Because it still gets cold in your Jeep. Like you're in and out of it. Like your feet get wet. Like even though, yes, you're inside something, you still get cold or you get hot, one or the other.
Right. So, yeah. So anyway, we start at sunrise on the eastern shore in Michigan on Lake Huron. And then we take 2 days, although I think we're revamping the trip to make it a 3-day trip next year. And we work our way via 2 tracks and fire roads over to the West Shore, and we finish with sunset on Lake Michigan.
That is just such a cool concept. I love it. And I love that you guys really embrace Michigan, and you really are trying to show how amazing that state is. I mean, I'm still relatively new to coming up to Michigan. And it's absolutely gorgeous. It is. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And it's not hard wheeling, so it's not hard on your vehicle unless you really don't know how to drive. But it's relatively safe, so people can come with their daily driver and still be able to get home. And just the scenery, just seeing Michigan from the inside out. It's just, we found some pretty good little nuggets across the state.
That's so amazing. And it's nice that everyone, all skill levels, can do this. It's all on like how you want to do it, and especially like with a daily driver, because mostly everyone, this is their daily. So I think that's so great that everyone can do this no matter what.
Yeah.
So I know you've been wheeling for a while, which I love that. Can you recall your first time leaving the pavement and how it felt for our new ones out here?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, you don't forget.
It changed like the whole trajectory of my life.
That's so true. Yes.
Yeah. So I had been working with a girl, and we became friends, and she had invited me on a weekend trip to Badlands in Indiana. At the time,
yeah, Badlands.
Yeah, I mean, that was over 20 years ago, and you were either going to Silver Lake or the Badlands. That's like, all that was really available within a
Yeah.
day's drive or whatever at the time that we knew of anyway. I mean, there was no social
Right.
media. Internet was very sparse back then. So anyway, so her and her brother had been off-roading for a few years at that point, and she had invited me to go on a trip with them to the Badlands. So we went wheeling in her TJ all weekend long. We camped at the campground there, which is much, much nicer now than it was back then.
Totally
Back then,
different now. Yes.
yeah, back then it was just like a field with a couple of picnic tables and a couple of muddy spots. And
They still have
yeah,
those. Don't worry for all of us that want to feel it again.
yeah. So so we wheeled all weekend long, and then I remember doing the tunnels, and I remember experiencing the rat quarry. But anyway, I came home and I kissed Polly and I said, "You have to buy me a Jeep." That was like, I literally walked in the door and kissed him. He said, "Welcome home," and I said, "You have to buy me a Jeep," and that was it. So
Yes.
yeah, like literally, I think it was probably 2 weeks or so. Within 2 weeks, definitely within a month, we had our first Jeep.
Oh
It
my
was
gosh.
a TJ. Yeah, we bought it
What
at
color?
night.
Got to know the color.
Well, we thought it was navy blue, and then we woke up
Oh.
the next morning and it was purple. It was
Oh.
like, remember that TJ color that was like bluish purple, but you couldn't really see the
Yeah.
purple in the sunlight. Yeah, we thought it was navy. Woke up the next morning and I'm like, what is it? Why is there a purple
What
Jeep in
is
the
that?
Jeep we bought? So yeah, it was just a four-cylinder. The guy who sold it to us told us it had a lift on it, which it didn't. It just had, I think Polly said, we were just talking about this earlier. He said it had 31
Yeah.
inch tires on it. So we didn't know. And then
Right.
that same girlfriend was getting married, and we took it to her wedding to show it off to her
Oh.
and her brother and all our friends. And her brother's like, "There's no lift on this Jeep."
Oh
And
no.
then,
Oh no.
yeah, it's fine. It is what it is. We put a lift on it, and then we wheeled it a couple of times, and then we sold it because it was just a four-cylinder, and
Yeah.
we knew we wanted the six, so that just started the whole process of buying and selling and
Buying
flipping
and
Jeep.
selling, buying and selling. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. I used our hobby to fund our hobby, So they were like little
Mhm.
lost puppies. Polly learned how to wrench on them and be a master mechanic on them, and yeah, we would just he than me. I would help him some, but buy, sell, trade, flip, like anything. They were
Yep.
like little lost puppies. They came to the driveway. If they
I
were
love
broke,
it.
we
I
would
love
fix
that.
them. Yeah.
That's so neat. And I love that Badlands was your first experience because that was mine too. So
Was it?
it is. I love it. I mean, that's what gave me the bug. I mean, I was like, what? This exists in our backyard. I mean, yes, it's a 3-hour drive still from Cincinnati, but
Yeah.
it still is the premier where to go for your first time off road. It's just such a great experience over there. And it is the town now. I mean, that's the largest employer of the town. I mean, they have
Oh,
really stepped it up. Like it is
yeah.
changing, and they do concerts there now. Big and Rich was
Yeah.
there. Gretchen Wilson. I mean, it took me back to the early 2000s. Let's be honest, but that's okay. I mean, I'm a big fan.
Right. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
awesome. Yeah. I didn't know they were the biggest employer in the town, but they definitely have
yep,
grown so much
they have.
compared to 20 years ago. Yeah.
And Jeep will host events there now, which I think is just really special that Jeep is recognizing these little bit smaller towns and parks, and they're trying to get them involved too. And Jeep's trying. Thank you, Jeep. Keep it up.
It's good.
So something else, Keri, I'm super proud about for you is next year. You made a big announcement last week about something you're going to be doing next year. And it's something
I
that
did.
Tony and I reported on a little bit about a month ago. So can you please make the announcement to all of our lady listeners and our mans?
Yeah. So next year I'll be participating in the Rebelle Rally, the 10th anniversary of the Rebelle Rally, with
Oh my
Heather
gosh.
Linde, my friend Heather. She's never participated, so it'll be her rookie year. She's going to be my navigator, and I'll be participating as a driver this year.
This is so exciting. So I know this is not your first one. But you said because you kind of talked to me about it at SEMA a little bit, and I was just in such awe about what you were talking about. So you were the navigator before, but now
Yeah.
you're going to be the driver. So are you guys allowed to switch during it, or is it like you are the driver, she's the navigator? Explain how that works a little bit.
That's based upon like teams' decisions or whatever. We can
Yeah.
trade if we want. And I'm certainly not opposed to trading if that works out better for us. My friend Kara and Danielle, Kara is like their main driver, but when they do the enduro portions of the rally, like the time, speed, distance enduros, Danielle drives, and
Oh, very
Kara
cool.
navigates during those. So I am not opposed to switching off and on. I'm just
Yeah.
really excited to have like a full year to prepare for it and to
Yes.
to prepare with Heather and to see what our skills and our strengths are, and just work together to do the best that we can.
Heck yeah, you guys are going to do amazing. Because I know you actually assist with doing, as these women prepare all year. You hosted, I think, what was it, a navigation class this past year for it, right?
I did, yeah. So Paul and I worked with Magna's teams underneath
Yeah.
Jim and Diane Kitson. I don't know. Do you know Jim and Diane?
I don't, but I know them now. I know you
Yeah,
guys.
they just officially retired their business, but they had a driving school up at Hollyoaks
Oh, very
Off-Road
cool.
Park. So they would do classes up there, and he had worked with Magna previously, and he knew that they were possibly tossing around the idea of retiring, but
Yeah.
also knew that the teams needed some navigational experience, or that's just maybe a little bit of like, yeah, I guess training or whatever. Before
Refreshers and
they,
just new ideas and new ways to look
yeah,
at
yeah.
all of it. Because the navigation piece, can you tell our listeners a little about the navigation piece? Like, are you allowed to use GPS? Or what are you allowed to do and not allowed to do?
No, so there's no electronics at all. It's all analog map and compass.
So cool.
Yeah, you can have a calculator, but that's about as
Oh,
electronic as it gets, and a stopwatch. But yeah, it's just very precise driving, heading a distance using your map and compass. And the maps that they give you, my first year, I remember just like being blown away by these maps, because they're not like the maps that we get when we go to the store or when we download, you know, Avenza type.
yeah.
I don't, do you use Avenza at all?
I do.
But
Yeah, I just started using it. Yeah.
okay, okay. Um, their maps have very, very little information on it. They have like the
Oh,
Latin long and the topo, and they have some features, like maybe a railroad track or maybe the power lines will be on the map, but there is a lot of information that is kept off of the maps.
oh my
So
gosh.
yeah. Even some of the roads are not on you'll be in an area and there's roads that are not on your map. So the information is very limited, and you just need to, like Emily says, heading and distance don't lie. So you just need to be very precise with your
Oh,
heading and your
yeah.
distance. Yeah.
Very, very
And
cool. That's really
and
neat.
you're plotting. You need to be a very good plotter.
Yes. So definitely you're going to take that experience with you, and now you can transform it with the driving. This is really neat.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited. It's going to be good. Heather and I have been friends for a couple of years, and we work well together. So I think it'll be a good balance as far as the team goes.
For sure. Well, we can't wait to keep watching and support you. And I know I will be, so cannot wait to watch that. When is it next year?
I think October 8th, I think, is pre-register or pre-tech, and I think the 9th is tech.
Oh my gosh.
It's
So exciting.
yeah.
So you definitely have a solid year to prepare, which is good. Mind, body, and soul, and rig. So
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. I don't know what we're driving yet. So I have a couple ideas, but
oh boy.
yeah, we're not sure what we're
Well,
driving.
we can't wait to watch your journey. That's so, so neat. I absolutely love that. That's really, really cool. Very, very cool. So with Discover 4x4, I know you said you haven't done your schedule yet, but what is one of your big goals for next year?
One of my big goals for next year is to be more intentional with what we're committed to. So I know
Yeah.
that's maybe not a specific goal. But
No,
I feel
but I
like,
love what you just, that word you just used, being, or that phrase, being intentional. I feel like that's something we kind of learned in our leadership conference that we
yeah,
did. It really
yeah,
feels that way about like core values. So I love that though. You have to be.
yeah. Yeah, I feel like this past year we did a lot of shows, and we did a lot of events that weren't necessarily for us, or put on
Mhm.
by us. And it was an exhausting year. It was a fun year, but it was an exhausting year. So I just
Yeah,
really want to make sure that we're being intentional with what we commit to. And so we can, you know, put our best foot forward when we're working with our clients. So
absolutely. Absolutely. So I know you guys work very closely with putting on Toledo Jeep Fest. Am I right?
we do. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, that's so exciting. So tell us a little bit more about Toledo Jeep Fest. I feel like it's really starting to create a following right now.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
I feel like we've always like worked with Toledo Jeep Fest, so I feel like it's always been a big thing to me, So to hear someone else say that they feel like it's,
Mhm.
becoming bigger or whatever, that's exciting to me. But yeah, it's just a fun event. There's no off-roading, but there's so many different Jeeps and so many different peoples, and our local club puts on a big block party that has crush cars and
Oh, fun.
ramps, and there's food trucks, and there's concerts, and there's baseball games, and it's just a very family friendly event that celebrates the history of Jeep in Toledo, and yeah, and the life that the town has built around it. So
It really has. I mean, I saw some photos of it because I've never been, but I think I'm actually coming this year. Thank goodness. I
yeah.
can't wait to be full time. Like going full time in January is like changing everything. So I do think I'm going to see you a lot more. At least I hope I do. But
I hope so.
I just love that. I know. So I saw some photos where I have all these Jeeps are lined up through the downtown. It's all the historic buildings, and it's just such a neat looking and just a way to really connect with the community because Jeep is about building community. So I just love the idea behind this epic weekend. It really is. And Toledo can be a destination in Ohio, guys. I promise.
Yeah, we're like rated like one of the top cities for metro parks. I don't know if you know that. We have a very, very
I
good metro park.
didn't.
Yeah, and a lot of our like social events or whatever are focused around our metro parks. So yeah,
That's really
there's a
neat.
lot. There's a lot to do in Toledo, and like the brewery scene is taking off, and
Oh
there's so
yeah.
many restaurants. Yeah, you can eat at so many different places, and like good food.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. They say
That's
if a
really neat.
restaurant can make it in Toledo, they could make it anywhere, because like the restaurant per capita of people is so much like bigger, in comparison to other
Yeah.
cities. If a restaurant can make it in Toledo, they can make it anywhere.
I like it. I honestly, I can see that now. So what's kind of neat, just so you guys know, as our listeners, so, I'm in Ohio, you're in Ohio as well, but we're a solid like 3.5 hours apart. So it sounds like we're just like right down the road. We're not, unfortunately, but we can make it small, which is kind of nice. But
Yeah.
Ohio has a lot going on.
Yes. Yeah. I'd like to do more in Cincinnati. I've heard there's some fun stuff going on down there, but
There is.
I've only been over to the high lift shop once.
Oh
Maybe
my
we'll have to
gosh,
make it.
really?
Yeah.
I
Yep.
think we're gonna make it. We're gonna get you back down here. For sure. The shop's changing a lot. So we're doing a big floor set right now. So I have a retail background. I worked for Express for a long time. Now we're doing a complete floor set of the interior, and it's looking great for Black Friday and
Oh,
beyond. So
awesome. Yeah.
I'm pretty excited
Awesome.
about it, guys. So definitely our videos of a little bear that I did over the weekend, because we're just stacking tires right now. We're doing all these things to change it. So we're under construction, but in a good way. So make sure you guys check us
That's exciting.
out.
Yeah. I'll come down and check it out for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So are you still working with bullet point mounting systems?
We are. Yep. Yep. We still
That's
go to,
great. So yeah, tell us about
yeah.
that.
So we're actually a reseller of the product. We buy it from Bullet Point and we go to the shows and we sell it at the shows. When we first started our business, having a Discover booth at the shows wasn't profitable for us. People don't buy event tickets, on the spur of a moment. They need to go home and check their calendar and check with their wife. And like show booths are expensive, right?
Very.
So we wanted to,
Yes.
yes. So Bullet Point is out of our area. The owner lives in our area, and we're good friends with him. And Paulie had reached out to him and said, "Hey, have you ever thought about doing shows?" And he said, "Well, I really don't want anything to do with shows." He said, "Well, would you mind if we tried, taking Bullet Point to the shows?" So it was a way for us to get, I don't want to say on the scene, but a way for us to be able to network and still be able to make money while we network with people and connect with people. So we did, I think we were at 9 shows altogether last year. 6 of them were for Bullet Point. And I think this coming 2025, I think we're only going to do 3 shows.
Gotcha. I get it. I know you guys normally do I've seen you at the Dayton Off-Road Expo in February.
Yeah.
So
you'll see us there. Yep. Dayton's one of them. That's a show for us. And then we'll probably do Jeep Beach and Smoky Mountain. And those will probably be our 3 shows for this year.
Yeah. Jeep Beach looks like so much fun. I mean, how could it not be? Is that the one? That's the one in Daytona, right? Is that the Daytona one?
Yeah. Yeah. You haven't been to Jeep Beach yet?
I haven't. The big twin went down this year to be in the Bilstein booth with Brent. And then Mike flew in quickly with Matt. But I was gearing up for San Hollow, so I couldn't make it. But I am hoping now this year I'll be doing Jeep Beach. So we'll see.
Are you guys doing San Hollow again this year or no?
We're not. So we're going to do Moab in May, which stay tuned, guys. That's coming out. We're all working on our calendars. I swear. If it's all of a sudden, I cannot believe Thanksgiving is this. We're in it now, right? Like we should have had our calendars out probably last month, but things get away from everybody. But yes, we will be doing Moab in the spring.
I get it.
Yeah, right. It's just like, how did this even, like the meet and greet, I cannot believe was now like a month ago. Like how'd that even happen? So
yeah, crazy. That's crazy.
So yeah, we try to do West Coast during the spring. So like San Hollow, Moab, Rubicon Trail that could be coming in 2025, and then we stay east for the fall because of the fall colors. And we are lucky Windrock is kind of in our backyard and things like that. So that will be coming. And Red River Gorge, I'm looking. It's going to be a pretty aggressive schedule on Natalie. It looks like Jeeping with Nat and Matt is coming. So we'll see.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Yeah, that red one's going to be busy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Don't forget to be intentional with your time.
I love that. That's our second epic piece of advice from you guys. Being intentional with your time. It really is true though. Especially as women, we forget. I think we try to do everything, right? And it's okay to protect your peace and not do everything.
Right. Right. Yeah. I don't know. See, like as a business owner though, like I read somewhere that like year 3, this was our year 3, is a very hard year as a business, as a new business, because if you're doing it right, it's a growth year, but it's a year where you're not quite ready to like start paying other people to delegate tasks and pay other people to take over those tasks. But but you don't want to miss out on opportunity, right? Either. So, so you're year 3, you're juggling all the balls. And I totally felt that this year. But it was a good year for us for sure. But, small business things.
I get it. I really do. I mean, even with High Lift, that's a small business. It really is. And feels like big business, but at the end of the day, we're all at the same events. We're all grinding. And it's hard, but we do appreciate seeing everybody when we're out. And please come up to us. We want you guys to approach us and talk to us and tell us what you want to see, what your dreams are. And, you never know. Discover 4x4 can make that happen for you. So we'll build it. And then you go out with Keri and she'll take good care of you guys.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm serious. I cannot wait for March. So the Women's Wing Weekend, that one has been on my list for quite some time. And women empowerment, you know how I feel about that. So, and people empowerment too, because I love that, you know, you and Polly do this together, and it's okay to, our men, we're only as strong as the men next to us. I always say that. And we're pretty lucky to have some good, strong ones by our side, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't know half the things that I know if it wasn't for Polly. So, you know, and the fact that he's willing to support me, sharing that with other women is, you know, just amazing. I
It
really
is. It
appreciate it.
is. And I appreciate him like being able to actually like spend time with you, with both of you on our day that we had, and to watch how he interacted with the women, because it was technically a women's lady driver lineup that we did. And I mean, to watch him interact with the other men that were there too. And, you know, all the guys were just so great that day. And I just could not appreciate all of them so much. Like I really did. It was amazing. And even during our leadership conference, I felt like, you know, at one point we both said, we really wish our guys were here. Like I wanted the boss man there. We needed Paul there. At one point it was like, this would have been so great for everyone to be
Yeah,
learning what we were learning.
agreed. Yeah, it was a good conference. Yeah, and I think the information would have been good for anybody to hear, not just women.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I will say, poor Keri, you scratched your eye right before that. And I felt so bad for you. Like, oh my gosh, guys, she handled it like a trooper. But that poor thing, like I kept like, because at one point my back was to her so I could see, and I could feel the eye drops like going in your eyeballs like every 5 seconds. Oh, but she's such a trooper.
I literally scratched my eye the first day of SEMA, the first day that we were there, and you know, we're at SEMA, so I couldn't take my contacts out. And then by the time I got home, it was like done for. I had to take my contact out, and I didn't have my glasses, so I couldn't even.
Oh no.
You know, I couldn't pull my contact out of my right eye because that's my good eye. So I'm like literally walking around all week with one like goopy, watery red eye. So it was fun.
And there's a lot of people, guys, so she could not. I mean, hopefully she didn't bump into the wrong person.
Right. Nah, I still know how to throw down if I did, but.
But yeah, it was such a great experience. SEMA was really cool. Can't wait to go back. I think I'll be back next year, so it'll be good.
Oh, that's
It'll be
exciting.
good. Did you guys get over to the rock slide booth and see the Jeep?
We did. Yep, we did.
Oh, fun. What'd you think? I gotta know. What'd you think?
It was great. It was great. We actually ran into Mike when we were there. He stopped by, and
good.
so we checked out the Jeep. We checked out the wheels, the two different sets of wheels that you had going on.
Wasn't that a cool idea? I love that idea.
Yeah. Yeah. And then we kind of talked to Mike a little bit about what you guys have going on. So yeah. There's a lot of cool things coming. Yeah.
So much going on. It's, you know, it's not just a shop anymore. So, which is great. I love it. I'm coming in at a good time. So yeah, the gear, it made its way back. It's at the showroom, right? It's in the garage right now at the shop, and we're going to feature it on Black Friday and some Mopar stuff. So it'll be kind of fun. It'll be great, guys. So can't wait. Come check it out.
Yeah, that's exciting. Is that actually the shop's Jeep then? Do you guys?
No, we're going to be shipping it back soon. We're just holding on to it right now and just making some adjustments, but it's going to go back up north for a little while. But it's going well. It was well received. I mean, was it the flashiest SEMA build? Because SEMA, guys, if you haven't seen SEMA, it is all about like big, flashy, you know, these like essentially build your dream, right? Like whatever your dream is, and then take it to the next level. This was your very much like, this is the attainable, this is what your daily could look like type of build. So it didn't stick out like some of the others, but it definitely did though, to the right people. So that's what we kind of mattered. But I did like the pink. We did the Tuscadero pink. Why not? It was the only one in it. So
it was the only pink vehicle there, at least pink Jeep anyway.
Pink Jeep. Yeah.
So
did you run into Holly at all and go over and see all of them? Mischief Maker?
Yeah, we ran into Holly. We actually stayed in the same Airbnb. So
oh, fun. Oh, that's so fun. Oh my gosh. Well, I loved her build, Liberty Bibbity. Like, that's so fun.
Yeah. That is fun. I just like to say Liberty Bibbity.
I know, right?
Yeah.
That's the best. So just so you guys know, she was in a competition with Onyx Off Road to build. She's done it now, I think, a couple times, but they take vehicles and they build them. And she had a Jeep Liberty that she just totally made that thing into a rock crawling monster. She didn't win, but she won. She won in my eyes. I don't know that Jaguar though. There was a Jaguar that was converted as well by Bleep and Jeep, and that thing that's insane too.
Yeah. Did you go see the Jaguar in person?
I did. I couldn't believe what I was looking at.
Yeah. They were all fun to see. The Jaguar is probably my favorite though, because I like Mag Max type stuff, So,
yes, and it was. It wasn't I think that was her inspiration, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. So that was probably my favorite one to look at. Yeah. I haven't watched a whole lot of their wheeling videos to see how the vehicles have wheeled, but that'll be wintertime TV.
Yes. Oh yeah. Absolutely. When you're decomposing into the couch, because that's what I did honestly earlier today. I was just like, I can't move. I'm watching every bad Netflix Christmas movie right now. And I did. Hot Frosty. I still recommend. It's weird, but watch it. It's great.
What one was it?
Hot Frosty. It's so weird. A hot snowman comes to life. I know it's weird, but you know what? It is the season for weird Christmas movies, so
like
it's fine.
Magic Mike of Christmas.
They have that one too. Don't worry, that gets covered. I think it was called Merry Gentlemen or something. Like Netflix is really going for it, guys.
So, we canceled our Netflix account probably like 3 months ago because we realized we don't really watch it when we're on the road. So in order to save,
you're going to pick it back up now.
No, I'm not. I'm stuck on. I'm watching Amazon Prime documentaries. That's kind of my jam right now.
Yeah, I like it. Nice. Yeah. Well, Keri, any last minute nuggets you want to give us? I'm putting you on the spot right now. You gave me 2 great quotes tonight, guys. I mean, I'm so excited because that really resonated with me about how the trail has one thing planned, but then the adventure takes us somewhere else. And I mean, and then also about being intentional. Look at you. I love this.
Yeah, well, that's good because I don't have any nuggets.
Well, where do you think we're going to find you in early 2025? So our listeners can try to, meet up with you.
Yeah, that's exciting. I'd love to talk to you guys after you attend Women's Wheeling Weekend. See what you think.
Heck yeah. Oh my gosh, I would love that. We will do a whole follow-up episode. I know Janet, we hope you're feeling better. We miss you on this one. But definitely I think we're both, I'm definitely coming and Janet, you can just fly in, girl, and you can drive and ride with me. So here we are.
Yeah. So Absolutely. Look forward, I guess, in the next couple of days, maybe the next week, we'll have our 2025 schedule out. So keep your eyes peeled for that.
And can they find that on your website or on social media? How can we find you?
Yep. On our website, our events will be posted there. But then we also use the Facebook events tab and which with event information on it, and that'll link you to our ticket sales on our website. Yeah.
Awesome. And is that through Discover 4x4 Adventures?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. All right, guys. And you can always find me at High Lift Off Road or at gypsy_JK_red 4x4. I never should have renamed and tried to rebrand. It's been awful, Keri. Awful. It's way too long.
Oh, geez. Social media.
I know, right? Oh my gosh. Well, that is it for this episode of Chic Chat. We hope you've been inspired by the stories, insights, tips, and shared today by Keri and myself. But remember, there are no limits to what you can achieve when you embrace your passion and fiercely chase your dreams. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe to the Jeep Talk Show so you'll never miss an episode. And if you're listening to this fantastic episode, you can watch it as well. Just go to YouTube and search for the Jeep Talk Show. When you find us, be sure to subscribe, like our videos, and comment. I cannot stress that enough, guys. Please comment. We love it, and we answer right away. So we love the comments. But remember to embrace the thrill of the off-road, embody your own unique style, and always keep pushing the boundaries of what you thought possible, because anything is possible. Thank you, Keri.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks. Broadcasting since 2010.
Oh, that was so much fun. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Truly. Thank you for
thanks
being
for
on.
having me. I felt like I giggled the
Absolutely.
whole time.
Oh, I'm so glad I did. I was so excited over here. So that's what we do.
Uh,
Even my cat made an appearance for like a split second. Like I pushed his head back down. I was like, get down.
oh, I so missed it. I didn't even see him.
Yes, he came in for a second.
That's funny.
You're my friend. You're my new friend.